and they are one of the major sponsors for the event. And they are coming along with us hand in hand for all our academic endeavors. So without wasting time, I welcome you all here from my own department, from other department. And I welcome the senior courses, Professor Rukmani Madam and Professor Political Madam and all other faculty members of other departments. And let me invite Professor Rukmani Madam to introduce our guest here. Please guest take your seats.
Very good morning, all of you. So, here, Mr. Raghavendra, the leader of Maiva Pharma Preplacement, and our proud alumni, Mr. John, and Professor Secretary, and my colleague and senior Professor Porchikuri, and other faculty members. Placement coordinator Dr. Uma Maheshwari and other students, good morning. It's really a great day because everywhere institutions are prepared to prepare the students to face the challenges in the real world. Okay, when you do so, the real challenges, instead of we people, academic people speaking, the people from the industry, and then too, they have a very rich experience. The HR manager is here from Maiva. Give him big hands. Mr. Raghavendra, he has over more than a decade, that is 14 years of experience in HR field, and very importantly, he is a key person in strategic and collaborative HR business partner at Maiva Pharmaceuticals, a leading global provider of generic and specialty medicine. My dear students, I don't know how many of you read 1 week or 10 days back, our Honorable Prime Minister has mentioned that our pharma sector need to be boosted up more than generic medicines. They are very keen in how best our API market should be projected as well as medical devices. And also there is a focus on the rare diseases also. So the students, it's really a great moment for you. Pay your full attention to Mr. Raghavendra and Mr. John. And you take the industry people, they have a kind of a special skills. Like more importantly, industry needs people not to say the problem. More importantly, HR manager, especially HR, even the quality assurance or formulation department, okay, people may be very technically very highly competent people. The HR people, because always very important is balance in life and how to manage the human management. Really, even I am happy to see Dr. Raghavendra, how he is able to competently manage the human resources. So he has very good skills in problem solving, talent management, employee management, coaching, and very importantly, how to transform the attitude of all the people and how well they can be a part of the asset management as well as part of the industry. So that way, really we are happy and proud on behalf of our dean and our own department and we welcome you, sir, and we are happy. And now I invite Professor Porchikuri to the winners or proud alumni. Thank you very much.
Very good morning to everyone. Yeah, I'm highly elated to introduce our proud alumni, Mr. John. He has completed his degree in the year 2008. Now you see the transformation. As you see, we have invited him as senior manager of project management in the Maiva Pharma. Give a big hand to him. Yeah, as I said, he is graduated from our institution in the year 2008. Thereafter, he did his M.Tech Pharmaceutical Technology in Shastra, Tanjavur. Thereafter, he started his career in the Apotex as the Apotex Pharmatech from 2014 to 16. He was in Apotex Pharmatech as associate manager. And thereafter, he shifted to Syngene International Limited. Syngene, you know very well, is a division of Maiva Pharma. So he worked there. Then he moved to the very proud industrial sector of Maiva Pharma. He spent his more time and quality assurance department. Quality assurance, he has spent his time and he achieved a lot. Thereafter, he moved to now he is in the project management department. You just imagine the transformation he has attained. He really appreciate you, Mr. John, for coming over here. And he has given a lot of skills. He has gained a lot of skills that is given in his biodata. Really, I am very proud of it. Was how to operate there is quality operation and data interpretation, cross-functional team leadership. So it's a very the quality is unimaginable. One, cross-functional team leadership and budgeting, project management in our program outcomes. The 11th outcome is the project management. So everywhere we have distributed now. So the finance and the project management is very important. He is handling the project management of the industry and strategic thinking and statistical process control and trend analysis. In addition to that, he is having a lot of hobbies. Best hobby is the photography. He is a very good photographer. It was displayed in the 2015 alumni meeting. We have conducted a very big alumni meeting in 2015. So all these photographs was displayed in the same hall we have displayed. So everyone is appreciated with this nice introduction. I conclude my speech and thank you for Mr. Nagavendra John for coming over here to this institute. Thank you so much. Please you continue your support always. We expect your continuous support to this institution. Thank you so much.
Now may I request the placement coordinator, the name to say some words regarding this. Then may I invite Mr. Raghavendra to start the session.
So we want you to be seated here very soon. You should hope this is an example. The silence is not for you to just see. We want you to see soon here as a industry alumni or academic head. Coming back to us, so thanks to the management of pharmaceutical engineering so for inviting us. Thanks to Mr. Lumini for inviting us, and it was a pleasure to be with the students and interact with them. Right? So I will not take much time. I'll wait to tell who we are first. Then I will just request John, who's alumni of this college, particularly from pharmaceutical engineering, to just share his experience and expectations. Right? So let us make it more dialogue. So we have to be interacting with you rather than being listening. Clear? Yes? You have this perfect in the world. Yes. So you know this? Louder. Okay. So boys, you know, lady at the floor. Boys can also answer this. Who is this? You know who is this?
Stand at the door.
So, can you just tell the commonality of these people, these personalities? What is common among these three? Okay, they are scenic people. Okay, what else? Sorry, what else? Let's have the road. No problem. Just tell what is commonality. What is commonality between these three personalities? Actor, okay, scenic people, okay. Sorry. Kaka was looking at the engineers. But I think
Mechanical.
okay, where? Hard work, okay. Sorry? No cinema background, fine, okay. So cutting the story short, okay. So this person, three person are commonly from the cinema background. And a lot of other examples which are coming across. The reason being showing these photographs, these personalities, okay. So they had the aspiration to become what they want. So Ajit Kumar, if you see, is a school dropout. Okay, so he wanted to become a racer. He became a racer and he achieved as a racer after his 50s. How many of you know that he won the third place in Dubai race? Boys? Ajit Kumar racer, okay. Third place. Okay. Wilpatta. Okay. So that is his aspiration, right? So he achieved after his 50s. Shivakarthikeyan, being an engineer, being a MBA graduate, he had aspiration to become a scenic personality. Right? He started his career as a television show, program. He attended lots of stand-up comedy shows, and he acted. They did small roles in movies. Then he became a prominent hero in today's film industry. Correct? Yes, sir. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Right. Similarly, Gautama Vasu. So typical scenario for Gautama Vasu, but small difference. He had two aspirations. How many of you know that? Or two aspirations. And he was doing his engineering in Tirchi Mukabika College. Can you tell me? One is cinema. Radhav can you tell about that? What was that? His first aspiration was cricket. How many of you know that? His first aspiration was cricket. He aspired to be a cricketer, but it didn't work out. But he had a backup plan. He wanted to be a cinemaker. He achieved and was successful as a cinemaker. So do you all agree with that? They had aspiration, they achieved it. Yes or no? Right. You know who is this? Who is he? CEO? CEO of? CEO of Alphabet. Not Google. CEO of Alphabet. He is the CEO of the group companies of Google, Alphabet. Okay, what is common? What is the symbol like? What is the inspiration from him? He is a middle class person. He was a middle class person when he was doing his graduation. He did his engineering. You can see he did his engineering. He did his MS He also did his MBA from Water School of Business, one of the reputed business schools, similar to Oxford and Harvard. Right? Okay. Who is this? So Ajit Kumar, Shivkarthikeyan, Gautam Bhasin, Sundar Pichai, lot of some people. You all know this fellow. How many of you know Freshworks? Freshworks company. Okay. He is Girish Mathur. He is the CEO of Freshworks. And he is not the chief. Okay. You know who this? So make some noise. How many of you have smartphones? Smartphones in hand. Everyone had a phone, right? You are allowed to use phones, right? Try taking notes of this. You have to go back and read all these personalities. This fellow is Suresh Kumar. He is the founder of CEO of Paper. Again from Prince. You know this guy? Sit. Right. Sit down. Who's he? Vida. Okay. So recently I have a lot of interviews. So I appreciate that people watch them. Okay. So what is the commonality between these three celebrities? The last three celebrities. Because all last three prominent people. What are the commonalities? Don't tell that they are not rich because I know that. What are the commonalities? See, I have to finish it one time in that one time. Unless you talk, I don't finish. And you cannot go to your classes, more lunch break, more bio break. I will keep on talking. I will reverse the name of the professor. I'm sorry for that. So what are the commonalities between these three? Okay, their CEO was fine. What made them to become CEO? Okay, that is the story of it. So these people, they are engineering background. What from say all the other two are engineering background. Okay, so they worked as engineers in different organizations. They raised their career in different levels and roles in the organization. Then they acquired a lot of skills and they got the chance to start their own company. That's why they started the Freshworks people came up, right? And Sid, he is college dropout. And he started his career as a salesperson. He identified himself as I'm good in marketing, good in speaking. I can do sales. So he started his career with AppTech. I don't know how many of you know AppTech. AppTech was a computer education center when we were doing our colleges. So we tried to go to those centers for learning C++ languages and all this, which I still don't know what is that behind that, but we were just running behind those kind of He started his career as a marketing manager over there. He moved to US, worked with lots of companies as a marketing and sales person. Then he found okay, I should start a communication server community and started a data network. And he's based in US. The other two are based in India. This company is based in US. So the key takeaway guys, right? You are coming out of your college, right? And maybe after a couple of months or after 3-4 months, you will be completing your engineering and you will be passing out. And you will be stepping into the world, the real world, where competitive starts. So far, nothing is competitive. You just competing with only among 50 or 100 students, your friends. The real competition starts when you get into the industry. So you will see thousands of people like you coming out of for the industry to compete to get a job, right? Let it be any kind of job. So you have to aspire what you want to be. So you guys between some 21, 22. It's the right time when you should think what I should be in my 35s and 40s. And you should start looking for it. And you should start taking milestones, how to achieve that aspiration in my 35s and 40s. And you guys are engineers, you know better than me how to do that in the current generation. Right? So start looking. So how we can do that? So you have to aspire, right? So today I'm here. When I passed over my graduation masters in 2009, I can give my example. So I decided to be a HR. When I was doing my undergraduation, I decided I want to become a HR. So my option was to only two. Either I should be MBA or I should be a HR. I was not fond of MBA because a lot of people go into something in the MBA, I thought, okay, let me go in the MSW kind of thing. So I pursued MSW HR. I started career as a HR. I was working in multiple industries for about 15 plus years, and most of my experience are in the pharma industry. I was in various sectors of pharma, and I technically stopped to interview any candidate up to manager level in the pharma sector. Not by graduation, by experience. So I decided what I should be. So I'm standing here. And I go to multiple universities, institutions, even tier 1 institutions. I go, talk to the candidates. I meet them, I interact with them so that I bring them to the industry where I work, to the companies where I work. So that is my role, one of the key roles. So if I aspire, if I can do it, and you should also be able to do it. Because in our generation, we don't have this much of facilities to think through or even get through. So we have only option of library, newspapers and books, mentors, coaches, that's it. Today you have a whole in your hand, smartphones. And we spend a lot of time in Facebook, Instagram, so also express the things, whatever we do, right? And you should also spend a little amount of time for yourself, create your aspirations so that you can inspire in your later stage of your career. So if you don't plan it today, it is too late. After 5 years if you plan, you cannot achieve it. I can bet on it. You have to plan it in the next 1 or 2 months. You can take your guidance from your professors. Your alumni are some of the alumni are working with us, and they are close friends of mine. And you can just have a connect with them. You can just create an aspiration and start working. Right? So some tips which I can give. Right? So if you think that I want to create my aspirations, so these are some circumstances that you have to do. So what do you want to be? How do you want to be? When you want to be and where you want to be? So if we ask these kind of questions to you come to a conclusion what you want to learn. To get into that questions, you have to put your brain into a mixer and grinder so that you have to crush a lot of thoughts and ideas and pick the best among those and start working on this. So these are some of the message which I would like to share with all the students wherever I go, so that their career they can design and they can choose and they can work towards on that. Right? So, cutting the story on aspect to inspire, so I just quickly go about pharma. So, we are Maiva Pharma. We are in the industry for the last 26 plus years. So, we are into injectable manufacturing. We are a CDMO operation. Can you just take that? So, this is a video for 2 minutes. So, it's just only a video. There's no audio on there. It shows about who we are, what we do, how we are expanding. This is a quick overview. So, this is our current facility, the current site, Hosur. So we are just about 6 plus acres. So we have 5 filling lines. I hope you might have heard about the vials, the injection which we used during COVID and Sputnik, COVID, Covax. So you don't do that. It's a kind of similar industry. So this is our facility, and so one part is the production area where all this lines are working on. Another one is administrative building. It's a FDA approved plan for your information. So this is our production. This is how the production facility looks like. So hygienic, so clean to work. The kind of water we use, the kind of air we inhale and exhale, it is 100% pure with 0 microbials and zero contamination. So pure that nobody gets that kind of stuff. So this is the line filling areas, and this is the reactors, this is the purifier system, this is the kind of vials we use. This is the testing, so comforting areas, this is R&D where they do R&D kind of stuff. Our multi-control lab, HPLC, DC. This is the real process. This is the manufacturing site. All the bag goes, this inspection, basically the medicines are filled, packing. So that's the kind of last step in our activity, and it goes for quarantine before we even dispatch. So this is our new facility. So we are coming up with a new facility close by our Hosur site, which is 32 plus acres, which is 4 times bigger than what we are. So imagine the kind of work, the opportunities that are creating for the students. It's in a green field. We just started, groundbreaking, and we are just in a civil construction. We are in the verge of procuring the equipments, and we will be starting our first manufacturing by 2026 March. So that's what we are, and so this process you should have more like pharmaceutical students, you may be for the benefit of the other discipline engineering students. So any drug that we take today, right, it takes 10 to 15 years to come out from the research facility to the market. So there will be 15 million US dollars will be spent creating one drug which we use. So R&D takes 6+ years, then scale up, clinical studies, clinical trials, human testing. It all takes 15+ years, and it goes for regulatory approvals and regulatory approvals, then that can be completed. So that much of effort has been taken to save the mankind. So pharma industry is not so easy that we think, okay, we can do things. It's not so easy. So there are different sectors of pharma, and we are in the phase of formulation. So you can other discipline students, you can talk to your pharmaceutical friends and understand what are the basic functions that we have in pharma industry, and they can help you. So as I said, we are 28+ years of experience in the industry, and we have 5 manufacturing lines. We have globally integrated company. We have certified USFDA audit distinctly from our service products. They are certified for UGMP, which is Europe to manufacturing practice, and Brazilian and so USFDA, just give a nutshell, USFDA is because our market is mostly into US and Canada and Europe. So you have to get certified to sell our products. So United States Food and Drug Administration is the regulatory authority. It certifies that your facility is okay to manufacture, your product is okay to manufacture, your quality systems and processes is okay to manufacture. If they say okay to manufacture to all those stuff, then only we will be able to manufacture and export to them. Unless if they say no, then we will not be able to enter into the US market. Similarly for Europe and other rest of the world. If US FDA has given green signal, and some of the other markets we can do venture. So there are little agreements between US FDA and other countries FDA, which can be taken. So this is our history. So we started our first contract manufacturing in 1912. So first, regulatory approval, overseas approval from Europe, got in 2018. First, USFDA was approved for the first 2 lines in 2020. Then we came up with other couple of lines in 2020. The second inspection on USFDA happened in 2022. We are one more line 2024. So because of this, we got a investment from Morgan Stanley. So Morgan Stanley is a US-based financial firm. They invested a huge hefty amount with Maiva for our expansion. The last part of the video is on the green field, right? It's because of the Morgan Stanley's investment and their expansions. So this is a couple of sites which we talked about. First facility in Support 1 and Support 2, which was recently announced by the government of Bengaluru. We have got some plans and we are going to green field. So these are the key approvals what we have for Maiva. Just let's look at a nutshell about who we are. We are 1,000 employees currently in the manufacturing sector. Only the Hosur side, the Support 1. So out of 1,000, 47% belongs to production. When I say production, the entire half of the organization is production, and close to 500 employees in the heart of the production. So we also welcome female people to work with us, and we are in the standard of meeting the gender diversity. So we are close to 30% of employing female gender in our organization, and they are so safe and secure for female employees as well as male employees. So Dr. Bhaskar Krishna, he is our MD CEO. There's a similarity of what we see in the pictures in the beginning. He is also engineer from IIT Chennai. He did his PhD in US, MBA from US. He worked for 15 years in US, then he thought I should serve my country and he moved to India. He started his career as MD CEO for Granules India in Hyderabad. So then he, in the last 12 years, he has become a MD CEO for Maiva Pharma. So we see this point, like he, when working in US, he got an opportunity to explore his skills and competencies in various fields like R&D, business strategy, business development, general management. So being a non-technical person, like technical person, he wanted to explore non-technical language. So that's why he has become a CEO and he is now managing the company in India. So this is our leadership team. My boss, the first one, and Dr. Arjun, who is the R&D. Serin, who is the head of quality functions, and Arun is heading the projects, the greenfield which we are seeing in the video. He is the Maiva is the operation head, and Fella Gulab who is heading the business development. Okay, couple of people I just want to highlight where you can aspire to become. So, if you see Arun Prasad, he is the pharmacist, he is a B.Pharm graduate and he started working as a production operator in his early days. He explored his opportunity to operations, then he acquired his college in Jesuraj for MS and moved into operations and managed better versatile roles in Maiva, and he moved to projects. He started as a production operator, now he is handling the projects. So project is not so easy. Like whatever the money the owner of the company invests, he has to give a returns within a year or two. So that's the kind of role that he do. Sella, I just want to talk because wherever I go, I take his name because he's a technical person. He is a pharmaceutical engineer from the same bench as where he was studying. He started his career with technical operations long time in the industry. Then he moved to business development, and now he's heading the business development for India. Right? So these are global presence. So orange color, yellow color, blue color, these are the countries where we are having the footprints for Maiva and its products. Okay, so before I just go to the next couple of steps and I do the job. So we are a contract manufacturing industry, you should understand. So we are a service industry, we don't have our own products. We are as similar as the IT industry. The only difference of IT industry and the pharma industry is IT works in a building, works in a desktop, like works at a workstation with laptops, having coffee machines, there are pushing nearby. But pharma industry, they work with the equipment. That's the only difference. The similar sophistication, similar kind of the visibility in the world, in the market is as equal to the IT industry. So you should have that in mind. Okay, how we can expand it? So I'm into a pharmaceutical engineer, I'm a mechanical engineer, or other disciplines of engineering. So what I can do it? So basically, you have to get yourself, well trained in your, basics. To have that experience, you have to work minimum 3 to 5 years in the core area where you are going to study. For example, if you are a pharmaceutical engineer, you should know what are the pharmaceutical aspects that you want to help you to do in that area. So once you have done that, then there are multiple other options you have to explore. You can go into R&D, you can go to business development, project management. Also, you can go to other operations which are all moving into the industries. So the key point is that you should know your core, you should know your basics. Unless you don't know the basics, you cannot explore yourself to the other ventures of the organization or any business that you do. Last but not least, so this is how the career will start and end with Maiva. So we'll start as a training kind of role and go up to top management. We have the aspiration to grow. And as I said, Maiva is growing. Maiva is expanding their footprints in different parts of India because we are planning to expand ourselves globally also. So if you have the opportunity to grow yourself, I would say Maiva is also one of the better opportunity to grow your career. I stop here and if you have any questions, points, clarification, discuss, I'm happy to take it up.
Sir, I'm Manjusha, firstly, third year pharmaceutical technology. So first of all, I'm jealous of your position because I like to be a HR and my biggest aim is to become HR of the company. So my question was, my idea was to, after my UG degree, I have to complete MBA in the topmost university. So if I place directly as HR, if I
not very fond in nothing aptitude test for MBAs. I'm not very, so I'm also in that something eating. So I'm also allergic to books. So I thought of doing aptitude test and all, I should do something. Does not have any exams so that I can get to know about that. So I thought MSW is one of the options, so I chose MSW. And to answer the first question, I don't know how many of you know Preplacement, okay. He is also alumni of this same institute, same lecture. He is the head of HR for Accent. So one of my close friends. So John, you are super senior, right? So he is super senior of John. So he has done this, same MSW in institute in Madras Association. He has done this MSW. Meantime, he worked for a year or two in technical course and he pursued his MSW. After that, he came. So he worked in multiple, global industries as the top giants of pharma industry, and he is getting an HR for one of the pharma industry. That's a possibility. Yes.
So compared to MBA, MSW also very sufficient to become a HR.
So that's a different topic. I can spend a lot of time on it. So it's just a beginning. It's not about course. It's a beginning. That's a key lesson. But MBA HR, MSW HR, MA HR, whatever course you do, that will be sufficient to get into HR. Thanks. Yes. Sorry. Can you just go back?
Good morning, sir. I did my first internship in Maiva Pharma. It was an excellent opportunity. There are 4 lines of production in Maiva Pharma, and the 4th line was not allowed for females to get into or women to get into. May I know why?
Such a sensitive topic. Okay, I think you very high level information which I am aware of. So, John, correct me if I am wrong. Okay, so there are some assertive kind of microwave. That is one information. Secondly, there are statutory regulations. If we want to engage a female worker through 24/7, so there are a lot of legal complaints that we have to take as always from an HR perspective. Say, for example, we should have female boss, supervisor, 24/7. We should have separate cabs, separate teleguards, separate food courts, CCTV cameras, everything. So this is the kind of legal setup which we have to imply when we engage females around the world. So I cannot put a female employee one shift, remaining 2 shifts I don't engage male employees. So which will have a difference of opinion. That will get biased kind of. So that's why we don't engage female employees in the production line forward. But we are aspiring to have female employees in the production line who can run 24/7, maybe in next 5 years or 10 years. So that's an opportunity for people also to come on 24/7 if we are willing to.
Sir, I want to ask, is there any forms of regulation that asked women if you really want to work in the production or not? Because I have heard some were willing. Actually, my seniors were also willing to do production, but there are no opportunity for female to get into. And I was happy that you said in 5 to 6 years we will get the opportunity.
We are in India. We are more traditional way of working. If you go to Europe nations or US nations, female works out of the production. Right? So we are aspiring to get into that kind of activities. Maybe some industry does that. So if you see Bioconas, 5 years back, we had only female employees in one particular function, all 24%. It was great to, because we highly appreciate the finance of India also, but for certain reasons, it wasn't right. We are actually into that Indian quote unquote kind of mindset, but slowly we are changing and we will be able to organize.
So I was very eager to visit the lifeguards production job, but even for the intern people job also, we didn't get a chance to visit the line of production job. We visited line 1, 2, 3. We saw the vial production, everything, ampules production, and we didn't get the opportunity to visit the lifeguards line.
I'll take the question. So thanks for your question. Actually, when you are doing the internship, because this industry is guided by a lot of environmental monitoring controls. Sorry, because I am interested in this topic, and when the interns are coming in and I am training them, so there are specific reasons actually. when an auditor or visitor is coming into the plant, there are grade A, B, C, D environments. You know that. So, with respect to the contamination control strategies, we are dividing this, and every particular area has an environment control. So, you are coming out, there are some gowning and degowning practices for the persons who are working inside. So, we as a visitor, when you go, or an auditor is coming inside, we cannot qualify them first of all. First of all, if you have to work, to answer your previous question, if I need to take women into the grade A environment, I need to qualify them. The gowning practices, all these things, if suppose you want to go inside, you need to take out 3 steps of gowning practices. This street to garments will be out, and you need to take into the factory garments, shoes, a set of head caps, everything. And even if you want to come out for a tea or when you want to come out for a break, you need to undergo all those things and come out. Again, you have to go. So we don't want to trouble you. Even to tell that around 90% of the inspection activity are handled by women. So there is no gender partiality in this. Just to sophisticate you, because where you can utilize your skill in a better way, there we are replacing. Around 75 to 80% of our microbiology lab is occupied by women. So we don't want to make you more troublesome here. And you are asking about this lyophilized area. No? So lyophilized is one of the very sensitive issues. So better than grade B, if you are going into grade C, there are also environmental monitoring is going on. When there is a movement of material from C to B, or any metric movement or a human movement, we are also carrying the contaminants also. So when the people who train in the sterile area, they have the practices, they have the behavior. So even we cannot walk fast in the sterile area, it will be increasing the particles. So suddenly if a newcomer is coming inside, within a day they cannot be able to adapt everything and they cannot be able to walk. These kind of restrictions. When you want to work in there, you will qualify, you can work there. You can have some working there, don't worry about it.
So actually, as a learning or an enthusiast, I like to say the same procedure goes for the female also.
Yeah.
Why it is so sophisticated? Why is the word sophisticated is used?
No,
It
sophisticated in
is
the
bothering
sense
me so much that
we have,
from person.
when compared to the men, women have a lot of analytical capabilities and abilities. So when there are a lot of human work or manual loading or this kind of activities are involving, we are pushing back towards that. When there are a lot of analytical skills, problem solving and very minute things or decision making involved, we are promoting women to take those decisions because they are very sensitive to take the decision. That sensitive decision may end up in a drastic change. So that kind of things we are using your efforts. That's all. There is no gender separation in there. Obviously, you can get trained, you can work in there. There is no challenge in that. Because of some microbial concerns, microbiology lab and the some specific operations are restricted. It is not like we should not do. It is about the percentage. I was telling you, the QC lab, microbiology lab is occupied from 70 to 80. When it comes to manufacturing, there will be a lot of loading, there will be lifting, there will be reactors of 2,500, 3,500 liters. You need to climb up a ladder with some weight and you have to top it. When there is nitrogen sucking, it's not possible. You have to load it. There will be some activities which we don't need to get overstressed. So that kind of areas only we are pushing our. It's not, there is no gender separation there. Okay? When you come inside for internship or something, no, maybe you will understand in a better way.
So I went to internship, so I was asking you that. Thank you.
Thank you. Next.
So thanks for the invitation. So any other questions before I hand over? Vidya is a better presenter than me. So thanks and have those points which I discussed with you about.
Sir, you take care.
And taking with those questions. And give it to John for him to take. Thank you all. Thanks for
Brothers and sisters, good morning.
Good morning.
So, miracles do happen. I believe in miracles. So, why should I say that? Because a very ordinary government school guy, from a very poor family, who can able to spend the respectable players with the legends of the industry, legends of the department. So, I have never been dreamed to be here sitting along with them. So, it is one of the dream moments for me. So So when a very humble guy like John can make it, why can't we make it? You can get inspiration from these kind of small things, because what we do today, the better future will be waiting for you tomorrow. So you cannot be a rich man on overnight. You cannot be a very successful person overnight. You cannot be a very knowledgeable person overnight. So learning is not a single step, it's a process. So I want to take you through the slides so that it will give an insight to you that what a pharmaceutical industry is actually expecting from the pharmaceutical engineers. So when I joined this course, I had a senior. So when I was in 12th standard, my friend's sister was studying in pharmaceutical technology. She was my super senior actually. So when I was in 12th standard, I got an interest, and this guy was telling that my sister is studying MBBS. When I went and approached her, she was telling that I am doing engineering. These were confusing statements. I asked her, what you actually study? So she told, I am studying about medicine. Okay. So are you a doctor or engineer? I asked. She told, I am an engineer. It was further confusing for me. So with that interest, when I was a 12th standard student, I had to go through her syllabus. So there were a lot of interesting topics, and she started explaining. She was at her second year. So she was into the department. She was able to explain me what is juries, what is dynamics, all these things she was slowly explaining to me. I got the aspiration, okay, maybe this will be my field. So I started searching this course in what all universities are offering this course, where I can get this course, and like I'm from Tanjavur, it's very nearby. So when I started searching, I found in Chennai and Trichy. So this was the closest option, and I love this place, Trichy. And more than that, I love this course. So luckily I got this in counseling, not by marks actually. So I was able to step into this department. So that moment onwards, this question is there in my mind. So like when my seniors are asking what you wanted to be, I said, why you are asking this? When a guy is starting his MBBS, obviously you know that he is going to be a doctor. So everybody is to come to me what you are going to be, what you are going to be. So it started, I started questioning myself where I will be ending up. Even my seniors don't know, they are asking me where I will end up. Are they know or they are not telling me? This kind of things. When we have some 3-4 steps out of the industry, then this pharmaceutical engineering and technology, this name started spreading in the industry. Now it is being very familiar, but not before 15 years ago. So it was not that much familiar. So wherever we go, we used to tell that we are a pharmaceutical engineer. Pharmaceutical engineering, what is that course? What do you do? So that will be a straight question to us, we will never be able to answer. You can say that I have chemical engineering subjects. When we ask for calculations in process calculations or chemical reaction engineering and all, no. But and all, I remember during the exam, but not now. That kind of thing will be there. And when you are studying that, why I want to mug up all those things, that kind of questions will come. And in between this match to all these stuff will come, it will kill us, obviously. So, when an interesting biology person can go into MBBS and he can get aspiration, he can go away. But in this course, you will get everything. You need to touch this mechanical engineering, you need to get to pharmaceutical technology, you need to touch everything. So you will end up in a question where I want to be, what I will be doing in the industry. So that kind of questions will be there. Now, we are coming for the placement means, what are the industry's expectation on you? So whether we are going to open your textbooks and ask questions from you, is that the expectation? No. So what else we want? What else the pharmaceutical industry want from you? Let's go. So first thing is the expectation of the pharmaceutical industry from us. So first thing is the technical knowledge. So when I mean technical knowledge, you are expected to understand the basics. So how the formulation development works, what are the steps, everything we are supposed to know. The theoretical knowledge is sufficient for you at this stage, but in the process of this, you will be having a lot of development ideas. Like you can visit an industry, like she was explaining, So you can, in this process, you can go for an infra training, you can go for an industrial visit, you can get the internship trainings to get some basics, how the industry works. You are not expected to do hands-on in the industry on the first day. So that's not going to happen. But before you step in, what are the expectations from you? So the regulatory compliance awareness, why this is the key thing means, we need to understand the different regulatory agency requirements. When we are supplying drugs to US market, what is US FDA's requirement? When the US FDA audit is passing, then only we can able to sell our medicines in US. So how much the regulation should be, how much our environmental control should be, how much stringent the practices should be followed inside the industry. Once you come to the industry, you will come to know. So that regulatory awareness should be there. So here, when we are doing a mistake in college, it is not going to affect you. Other than you, it's not going to affect anyone. But when you are making in an environment like a pharmaceutical industry, you may mess up the process. So that much level of technical expertise is expected from you. That's why you need to be technically sound. You need to aware the regulatory compliance awareness, what the regulatory industries require, what the different regulatory agencies are expecting from a pharmaceutical industry. There are certain norms which we need to definitely follow. There is no hide and seek here. What the regulation says we have to follow. Otherwise they will disqualify you. They will provide import or return you cannot sell a medicine to US. That is the situation. So that much level of accuracy is required. So this problem solving skills you need to develop when you are brought into the industry. The initial stage will not be expecting that from you. But you need to have the critical thinking and that kind of ability is required from you. We are not expecting directly problem solving skills unless you have the industry experience. And this adaptability to new technologies. 15 years back there were no softwares monitoring the pharmaceutical process. So everything were manually written and manually verified. Now everything is electronic and even the process are being controlled by the electronic batch records. So when I do some activity, I need to concurrently document it. Previously we were doing that using a batch record and somebody will be verifying that. Now we have machines for it. When I do that, I need to enter it. So the results will automatically come. I cannot make any forge, I cannot make anything possible, I cannot make any alterations. So that is how we are today. So the interdisciplinary collaboration, this is very important because you will be working with different other departments. Your output doesn't depend on only your department. Maybe you are in manufacturing, maybe you are in quality. All these related functions should work together, then only you can deliver a quality product. So this interdisciplinary collaboration is a key thing in the pharmaceutical industry. And attention to detail. So when you are in a position to monitor or ensure the product quality and compliance, you need to provide attention to detail. You cannot miss a single digit also. That is the expectation in the industry. So even if you are doing an analysis, what the instrument says, it is 0.001 means you have to record 0.001. It is that much accurate. That much accurate or attention to the detail is required. And the practical experience. When you go for, as I said, internships or projects, why we are forcing you to do projects in the final year? It is providing a skeleton to you. How I have to start, how I have to finish, what is my aim. If suppose in between you are finding that it is not going to work out, how I can deviate from that and how I can make that. It's not a plan B, it is obviously a plan 1A, like that you can consider. I have come halfway through, but I cannot stop it. But how can I convert it to another project? These kind of experiences will be given to you when you do a mini project. So that's why we are forcing people to do the projects, more projects. And passion for innovation. So we need to have the proactive approach rather than the reactive approach. When you are an area in charge, you are supposed to monitor something. When the temperature of the area need to be maintained not more than 25 degrees, you need to alert us when the temperature is in the increasing trend. You should not come and say, sir, that is exceeded 25, sir, what to do, sir? No. You need to have the proactive mindset and you need to have a thinking, risk-based thinking, so that up to this much extent I can allow. Beyond that, I need to raise my flag. So that you should be aware of. So these are the basic expectations of the pharmaceutical industry from the pharmaceutical engineers. So we don't expect you to remember your calculations, formulas and other things. But you need to be a person who can work in the industry very religiously. That's what we require, because a set of organization goals are there which we are carrying out, and we have committed the industry and human so that we always concentrate about our end users. We are not only working for money making. So always we concentrate our end users, safety and efficacy. So what medicines we deliver, that should reflect the quality standards of Maiva. So when you are a part of Maiva, these all qualities and values of Maiva should reflect in you. That is what we expect from you. So we have seen this. So knowing yourself. So when you want to come inside, First thing what you want to do is you have to know yourself. Then only you can begin this journey. First thing is reflect. First you have to spend time with you. You are spending a lot of time with your friends, lot of time in college. But how much time you are spending for you? It is not you are spending time with social media alone. It's not that. Without anything, without any social media, without any friends, how much you are spending for you? What I really want? Whether I am in the correct position? Because in first year many of the students used to join, and after the second year they might feel that this is not the correct place for me. They used to switch over to other departments and being successful in the industry. I have some live examples. So whether you are in the right place, that you need to know. And you have to ask questions. What are my values? What are my strengths? Always you have to get a feedback from your trusted friends. So when someone is jealous on you, when you ask him whether I am good enough to handle these things, no much I am guest. Same like me. So nothing will work out. So you have to ask opinion or feedback always from your trusted friends or subordinates. So then discover new interest and talent. This will make you young. So what is discovering new interest and talents? If you don't have a skill, learning a skill is an excellent thing. So if suppose you know cycling has come to you by interest or forcefully. How many of you say interest? Interest. Okay. So why you are not training an instructor or something? Not required. First thing is not affordable, that is different. Not required for me. I can go with the cycle. So when this discover for a new interest or talent is coming, first we should decide, I want that. Then only it will come to you. Things will not come to you, you have to approach them. So even swimming, small things if you take, all these things you can learn only by mistakes and correcting the mistakes. So you make your habits. So even cricketers like Sachin or other legends, when they were asked, what is next after cricket? They were speechless. Now maybe they are successfully running their business and all. But when they are in the peak of their career, they will not have a second chance. But this is a different generation. So that unless you have a good friend or good habits, how to take your life forward? Every day you cannot live professionally. You need to concentrate on your personal life as well. That's why I am telling you, learn or discover new ideas and talents. So that will promote you as a good human being also. So mindfulness means what? Win or lose, enjoy the moment. You have gone to an exam hall, you have taken a question paper, you didn't know anything, what to do? First you will see that. He is also not knowing. You will see here, that guy will be like, will be seriously writing. What do you know? In maths exam, what is drawing? Why I explain my laptop and all? Like that you will be seeing that. That guy will anyhow fail, but that demotivation should not come to you. So, you win or lose, enjoy the moment. Don't get away from the moment. So I have seen some of the guys who don't know anything. They want to scribble at the end moment, until the professor is telling them, hey, enough of it. Then when the marks are coming, no, he'll be very average. That staff will be thinking, until the last moment he was writing, what he was writing. The paper is also weighing around 50-40 kg, but what he is writing inside, nobody knows. So, win or lose, enjoy the moment. That is more important thing. Know your fit. So there are different departments. So quality assurance and quality control, they are responsible for the decision making within the industry. They are regulating all the regulatory requirements within the industry. So if in quality control, you have a quality control chemical and quality control microbiology. If you have an aspiration to go as a microbiologist, a successful career in microbiology, you can go to quality control microbiology as well. So a lot of decision making is involved in this department. So a development FRD or TP. Here, there are three types of projects. Development projects means Maiva is developing their own products, own research. Tech transfer or site transfer projects. If the product is already approved in the market, it is being manufactured in some other industry. We are just transferring it to our site. These are called site transfer projects. Tech transfer means we have the tech back, but it is nowhere manufactured. So first we are taking those projects and manufacturing. That is called a tech transfer project. We have all these departments. Development, FRD and tech transfer departments. All these includes development R&D. So production and inspection. Once this project is developed, manufacturing, inspection, packing. These departments all together we call it as a production. So then engineering and maintenance. They maintain the complete AHU any shop floor maintenance, all these maintenance activities and this environmental monitoring activities, everything is being monitored by the engineering and maintenance team. And regulatory affairs. What is the regulatory agency's expectation from our industry? So that is regulated by regulatory affairs. Obviously, you know this, environmental health and safety for the workers and safety department. So obviously, HR is here, is providing overall guidance to all our monitoring process or talent acquisition. All these things are being monitored by HR. So BD and PMO. So I belong to PMO now. So the PMO is an integral part of business development, where business development team brings the business from across the globe, and the project managers are responsible for executing that in the industry. So whatever end-to-end project management support we are providing for any challenges with respect to materials, with respect to documents, everything is being monitored by us. So I have kept in one circle. Supply chain, production process inventory, production planning and inventory control and warehouse. So this is all about material management. Then next is financial accounts. So you have to know your fit based on your interest, area of interest. So I am good at analytical activities. So I can be a best person to work in quality control. So someone was telling that I am interested to work in HR. So all these things are interrelated to each other and all are supporting functions. So to achieve the organization goals, all these departments are important. So where you are fitting yourself, that you have to decide. Then this is the simple self-development plan. First thing is, you have to identify your strengths and weakness. So you do a self-assessment from yourself. You may seek your expert opinion from your direct seniors. And set your goals. How to set the goals? The goals should have these attributes. SMART goals we call it. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant and time-bound goals. So always your goal should be specific. What I want to be, very precise and very measurable. You have to measure your progress. After 3 months or after 6 months, where I am. That measurement should be there. And achievable. When you are setting up a target, it should be an achievable target. You should not set an impossible target, right? And relevant. Align your goals with the broader objectives. So when you set your goals, it should match your objectives. And time-bound. Whether within a particular time, I can be able to achieve it or not. So to create an action plan. So goal setting is one step means to creating an action plan is another thing. So first thing what you have to do is you have to divide your goals into a smaller portion of small activities. So within 6 months, within 5 years I want to be a doctor means day one what I want to do. So this kind of a small partition will help you to achieve small manageable tasks so that one day you will be achieving your goals. And you have to set the deadline and prioritizing the things. When you have more than one priority, you have to prioritize high priority event to complete first. Then a low priority event. So that you can able to complete the task on timeline in the priority manner. And we talked about this developing new skills. Monitoring process. You have to track and monitor your process. You have to stay motivated. Even if you have you or your subordinate has achieved a very small thing, appreciate them. So that when you do something, they will appreciate you mutually. And stay positive always, seek always support. There are enormous knowledge around you. You have a lot of eminent professors around here, doctors, all are with the research, pharmaceutical research. You approach them, you ask them doubts. We all have done projects with under them. When I have started my career, second year, third year, I was doing a full-scale project. So now you have a chance. So you are the third year or final year means good, go to them. Any help you want, I will do that. You go and approach them so that they will give their task to you. You will get knowledge about them. Nobody will give knowledge free of cost. So you have to provide your work out there. And reflect and evaluate, learn from the experience. So these are the very basic things for self-development plan. I will share this slide to you for your reference. So you will come to know the basic things what a pharmaceutical industry needs from pharmaceutical engineers. So when Mr. Raghav or his team is approaching here for the campus interviews, I want to hear from them that our previous trip has really motivated them. They are coming up with a lot of ideas. With some open mind, they are ready to come into the industry. That kind of a thing I should hear from them. Are you ready for a bigger challenge? Yes. Are you ready for a bigger challenge? Yes. Thank you. We'll meet soon. Thank you.
So formally to conclude, I say a very big thanks to the administration of Maiva Pharmaceuticals Hosur and the representatives Mr. Raghavendra and Mr. John here, and the placement office and our department placement coordinator, the dean, the director, registrar of Anna University for giving me the approval to have this event. And this event is streamed online and it is witnessed by Karnataka University USA now. So they are seeing your lectures. So they have given me a mail this month. So they wish a very good interaction with Maiva. So anyway, thanks for all your support and patience. Is it hearing? So I hope you will gain some interest in pharma, means non-pharma students. Definitely you will be having a very good career elevation since they are a very big growing company. You will also have a career growth potential when you associate with them. Only thing as I listen from them, performance is the criteria. So if you, and again I listen from the management, they are offering some kind of sponsorship for you after completion of your training period, successful completion of your training period for some advanced training and certification in skill development, especially on the field parental area. And they suggested me to offer our students, and we are also in discussion with them to offer such courses which is very expensive as a whole. But for you students, they are giving a very privileged fees, but that is also very expensive for you. But still, if you can consider, you will be having a very good potential and you can demand your own salary. So with these few words, I thank the representatives of Maiva Pharmaceuticals and their management and the Anna University administration as a whole. A very big thanks for their support in all the ways. Thank you, Ananda.
On behalf of Department of Pharmaceutical Technology, it's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks in this occasion. First of all, I would like to give my gratitude to our Chief Guests Raghavendran and John Jesuraj sir. Thank you sir for your thought-provoking discussion. I would like to express our gratitude to our beloved HOD Dr. Salumani sir for his guidance and moral support. I am happy to express my thanks to our faculty members for their motivation. Also, I would like to extend my warm gratitude to our department placement coordinator Dr. A. Uma Maheshwari for making this movement a great success. Also, Anna University Chief Placement Coordinator Dr. Trinilagandan, I thank him also for conducting this talk. I also extend my appreciation to our volunteers, technical team and support staff for their seamless coordination and commitment. Lastly, a special thanks to all attendees being here, sharing your time and making this session a memorable one. We hope to meet again in future gatherings with the same stream and energy. Once again, thank you all.